I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Here we go. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Now here's Morant. Jackson the screen. Morant with it. Randall's in his pocket. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Edwards. Avdia pulls it in. And here's Bridges. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. From deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Well, Richard, these teams like to slow it down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating. But when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
Now here's Edwards. Oh, there's the alley. Shot clock at 6. 11 feet out. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Out to Bridges. There's the 3. Second chance shot. Avdia can't get it to go.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
It's tipped. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Outside, DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, nice anticipation by Randall to get into the passing lane and creating a scoring chance for his guys.
Timeout call, Memphis. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Down low. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Hart. Out to Bridges. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Minnesota in the lead. Randall with it. To the paint. Randall on the screen. Here's Edwards. Memphis with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Off the outside. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
And here's Edwards outside. Minnesota again missing.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick of the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
And that's good as he hits both shots. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Now here's Clark. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Up top, Moran. Fires for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 3. Oh, stolen by Moran. Oh, and Reed with a block. Pass to Clark. Here's Randall. Stop the drought. Whoa! Unreal! That's what they came for.
Superior strength on display. Randall just refusing to let the defense slow him down there.
Both teams will make substitutions. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
B.A., they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries. And there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Out to Bridges. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's McBride. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Randall, good.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Pass to Huff. Tipped. Stolen by Reed. Here's Conley. Shoots over Hart. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here's Alexander Walker from outside, off the mark. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Kennard. Here's Huff. All alone. And Conley grabs the miss.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity." That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents. Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following the score by Minnesota. And there's a pick. Kennard, left side. Back to Hart. 5 to shoot. Over Clark. Clark grabs the board.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Pass to Reed. From downtown. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. And now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Conley. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Outside Conley. Memphis with a rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Moran. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You think about the fearlessness of Ja Moran and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter. But definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Grizzlies trail by 3. Off the outside. Pass to Edey. Kennard on the wing. Here's Edey. Guarded by Edwards. Another shot. 4 on the clock. They grab their own miss. And that one, no question, powered it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Now here's Moran. He's got 7. Off the outside. Outside for Moran. The putback. Here's Edey. Goes up again. Kicks it out to Kennard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. 1:56 left in the second quarter. Well, Richard, he's the Iron Man of the NBA right now. Mikal Bridges takes pride in being available on a nightly basis.
We've all heard it before. The best ability is availability. And Bridges does whatever it takes to not miss games. More teams need to take this mindset. Since being given more responsibility, Bridges has really blossomed and wants to continue getting better.
Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Goes up with the strike. Memphis with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Morant. No good. That would have tied it. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Now here's Edwards. Goes back up. Inside. Edwards lays it in.
Oh, so smooth inside. Edwards found the opening and exploited it.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Bridges, right side. Over Edwards. That one's wide left. Minnesota leading by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Buries it from 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so it's Memphis with it. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
It's McDaniels on the wing. For 3, Randall. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Now here's DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Randall. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Randall's got 7 points.
With one of the more unique skill sets in the league, Randall is a valuable part of this squad.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court. He's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pass to Edey. And here's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, Bridges has many ways to convert inside, which can make it tough to stop him.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. Right side McDaniels. Randall outside. Cranes the triple. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And One thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter. No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late.
And it's Edey missing. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside for Randall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall. But he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Edwards. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Picked by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. They get it again. It's McDaniels on the wing. Looking to get back on track. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Memphis calls timeout. Grizzlies trail by 12. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3. And another miss by Memphis.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Shannon. Clark with the screen. Pass to Reed. Just 4 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Reed's got 5.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Avdia. They can't stop the run with that one. Minnesota leading by 14. Deflects the pass. Avdia with a steal. And the shot goes down. Avdia's gotten his first bucket of the night. Now the Timberwolves with it. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Morant. Following the score by Minnesota. In the paint, Morant puts it in.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Left side Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. Reed with it. Guarded by Morant. Back to Alexander Walker. No good on the triple. Grizzlies trail by 12. And Morant gets double teamed. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
Timeout. Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Memphis making a switch here. A minute 9 left in the third quarter. Now Randall. He's got 11. Here's Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Here's Huff. Outside McBride. Kicks it out to Kennard. Right side McBride. The three. Drills it from deep. McBride's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Pass to Edwards. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Sinks that one from the post. Edwards has got 13 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 9. And don't go. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Grizzlies trail by 9. Now here's McBride. Here's Avdia. Pass to Huff. Uses the glass on the layup.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
The Timberwolves lead by 7. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul of the game. And Minnesota with some changes. And Minnesota with possession here. Randall outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by Jackson. McBride with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Jackson outside. Here's Avdia. Tries again. Pass to Huff. Hart from long range. They get it back. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is how dangerous Jackson can be when he's committed to rebounding.
Edwards looking for an opening. Now here's Gobert. 5 on the clock. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
It's Avdia on the wing. Pass to Huff. Back to Avdia. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Back to DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside McBride. Inside. Here's Jackson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Using the size. Gobert.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end. Jackson outside. Avdia with it. Guarded by Edwards.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Now McDaniels. Back to Randall. Pass to Edwards. The rebound by Jackson.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Huff with a 9-footer. Hart from long range hits a three-pointer.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. It's a 5-point game. On the take, Edwards. And stolen by Jackson. Avdia left side. Jackson outside. Pass to Huff. Here's McBride. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Randall. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's foul number 2 for him. The Grizzlies making a switch here. The Timberwolves lead by 5. And here's Randall. Edwards with it. Avdia pulls it in. Pass to Jackson. Hart with it. Jackson the screen. Back to Hart. Off the outside. From the arc. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and the putback. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
And 1:01 left in the final quarter. For 3, Randall. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now Morant to the inside. They set the pick to tie it up. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota with the ball. They've led by as many as 14.
And you gotta love the mentality of Anthony Edwards. He wants to be the star. He wants the spotlight. Not everyone is like that.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Here's Edwards. And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both. And it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Morant. For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Edwards for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Knocked loose. And stolen by Edwards. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred